Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, it's IJ here, and if you're a returning subscriber, you're welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I'll be rating viral hyped Arabian fragrances. So most of these fragrances that I'll be talking about here are 50 size bottles, which are basically mini bottles or mini sizes. And mini sizes are actually a great way to explore your favorite fragrances and see if they are full size worth it. The first fragrance I'm going to talk about here is Yara. Yara, this was my first one and this is the second. My full size is on the way. So Yara is a sweet, floral, fruity, musky scent. It's sweet, it's creamy, it's fluffy, and it's innocent. So if you're looking for a nice, sweet, sexy fragrance that's screaming feminine energy and giving off that feminine aura, Yara is that girl. I like the fact that it's very, very creamy. The combination of the vanilla, the gourmand chords, and just basically the musk and everything is giving it that fluffy, creamy vibes. If you're a girl and you're looking for a soft, inoffensive scent to check out, then I think Yara is the way to go. It's very sweet, incredibly inoffensive, and it is amazing. If I'm going to rate Yara, I'll give it an 8.5 over 10. Yara is an amazing scent. It smells incredibly nice, very beautiful, very lovely. However, projection is just about 25 to 30 minutes, and it's just about an arm's length in the first 25 to 30 minutes of wearing it. And as per sillage, projection is within an arm's length. However, when people are close to you, when people are in your circle, they're definitely going to smell you. It's not a fragrance that announces you when you get into a room. This is a very innocent, I love to smell good but still want to be in my space kind of fragrance. So if I'm going to rate this, I'll give it an 8.5 over 10 because as per sillage and longevity, it is not the best. However, it is amazing. Yara gives me about 2 to 3 hours of my first wear. That's the longevity that I get on my skin, and as for my clothes, this gives me barely 5 hours, which is weak to be honest, but it's a lovely fragrance and my full size is on the way. This is my fifth bottle of Choco Musk, and this is obviously my sixth bottle. So I always have a backup. So as you guys can already tell, I love this fragrance. This is one of my most used fragrances, one of my favorite fragrances of all times. I like the fact that this one is actually very, very affordable, so anyone can afford this. And I also like the fact that it is very, very realistic. So this is a very realistic chocolate scent. Chocolate in here is milky, it's creamy, it's sweet, and the vanilla in here as well as the musky notes is giving a very nice blend. It's one of the most realistic chocolate scents that I've ever tried. It's very sweet, very creamy, and very sexy. If I'm going to rate this, I'll give it a 10 over 10 minus nothing. I love that it's giving me that chocolatey vibes, and I love that it's very affordable. I love that it layers very well with any fragrance, and I also love the fact that I can wear it on its own and it's amazing on its own. Badee al Oud. Badee al Oud Oud, Badee al Oud Honor and Glory. So Badee al Oud Honor and Glory is a fragrance from the Badee series. So this one is a warm, spicy, fruity, floral scent. I like the fact that this one is a stand-alone fragrance. This is not said to be duping anything. So I like the fact that it is a fragrance on its own. This is warm, this is spicy, this has some notes of turmeric inside here. This also have some creme brulee, which is giving it some creaminess in the base there, and then this also has some pineapple, which is giving it some fruity vibes. I like how this is very well rounded and very well blended. So the fruity notes are coming together the warm, spicy feeling coming together and the creamy vibes from the creme brulee all coming all well together. This is a perfect unisex fragrance for both men and women. I see a man wearing this, I see a woman wearing this. It's very, very pleasant. I see that some people do not like this because of um, the turmeric inside, but if you love spices and if you like Indian foods, you're definitely going to like this. This one is a 10 over 10 minus nothing. I like that this is super long lasting, and I like I like basically how this smells. It's super long lasting. I've tried this a couple of times and I love it. It's actually my favorite fragrance from the Badee al Oud line. So Nebras is a perfume by Lattafa, and this is another sweet, creamy, gourmand scent. This has chocolates, cacao, and I think this has some berries at the top. So if you ask me, this is a cousin of Choco Musk, but with some berries at the top. So if you're looking for a very sweet, nice chocolate cocoa scent with some or with a twist of some fruitiness in there, this is very, very perfect. It's very, very sweet, incredibly addictive, and I understand why people love it now. The official crystal is actually a brand that makes mini sizes of your favorite fragrances such as Yara, Asad, Nebras, etc. etc. This brand makes really nice dupes of your favorite fragrances. I can tell you that I have mini sizes of these fragrances, and I also have the big sizes, the full sizes from the brands, and I can tell you for free that they smell exactly the same. So this is actually very, very beautiful, and I don't think it's overhyped in any way, but I still think that as per projection, this doesn't do so much, but it's very long lasting. So as per longevity, this does wonderfully well, but as per projection, this doesn't project really well. But I understand the reason why this is very long lasting is because of the oils inside. So it always leaves an oily film on my skin, which makes it to last longer. If I'm going to rate it, I'd give it an 8 over 10. Why? Because I prefer Choco Musk to the fragrance. However, I love the twister that has, the berry twister that has given some very juicy, sweet vibes in there. On the Badee al Oud line. So this is Badee al Oud Oud for Glory. Badee al Oud Oud for Glory is a warm, I don't know where to spray this now. It's a warm, spicy scent with some lavender and some spicy notes in there. It's super masculine, but I would say that this is also unisex because I find myself always running to this, and a woman can wear this and pass, but this leans more masculine in my opinion. But this is a scent that I see people wearing for special occasions. This is not an everyday scent. Is a scent that I definitely see myself wearing to only special occasions like a wedding, a reception. This is spicy, it's warm, spicy, and it's very cozy. This leans more masculine. If I'm going to rate this, I'll give it a 9.8 over 10, almost a 10 over 10. Um, it's very warm, so it's going to be perfect for colder months. So if you have plans for your winter, this will be perfect for winter. Harmattan here in Nigeria, it's already that season. This will make a perfect scent for the Harmattan because it's warm. It's going to give you that warmth in your skin when you wear it and a little bit of coziness. So my rating for this is a 9.8 over 10. Qaed Al Fursan. Qaed Al Fursan is a warm, spicy, fruity, tropical scent. This scent, as you can tell, has fruits, has notes of jasmine, balsam, which is the floral aspect of this fragrance. This also has notes of pineapple inside, which is giving a little bit of fruitiness. So this is a perfect blend between floral, warm, spicy, and fruity. very well blended. The pineapples in here dominates the whole or the entire composition of the fragrance, but it's well balanced with some warm spicy notes, which is giving it a little bit of body. This is one of my favorite fragrances. I love pineapples a lot, so if you like pineapples, there are very high chances or very high odds of you liking this. But if you do not like pineapples or you're not a fan of pineapples, you may not like this. I like the fact that the pineapples in here are not sour, they are not tart at all. They're very sweet, and then they are dominating the whole thing. So when you wear this, you smell like a pineapple bomb. When you wear this, you smell like a whole snack, like a freshly juiced pineapple. So if you're yet to watch my full review of this on the channel, I'm definitely going to leave it in the card somewhere and then leave a link in the description box, so be sure to check this out. My rating for this is a 10 over 10 minus nothing. If you're an OG on this channel, you know that this is one of my favorite Arabian fragrance. It's always on my top 5 because it's an incredible fragrance, super long lasting, always gets me all that compliments, and it is a vibe. Bint Hooran is a fragrance by, this one is a sweet, fruity, nutty scent. This scent is not unique. This is a scent that is always in the middle, perfect for date nights. It has that floral vibes, definitely giving some fruity vibes, and then giving it that nutty vibes from the almonds. You're definitely going to get that nutty vibes. It's sexy, it's feminine, it's sweet, and it's perfect for date nights and almost everyday wear. This is a scent that I will not advise you wear to work because it's just too sweet to wear this to work, because it may feel like you're trying to seduce someone if you wear this to work. However, I feel like this is a perfect everyday scent. You just need to wear it in moderation and then layer something else with it to give it a little bit of body, and then you can carry it with your day. You can go to work with it and do whatever you want with this fragrance. This is another 10 over 10. This is a highly recommended by Onyx, and it is a banger. 10 over 10 minus nothing. So this is Badee al Oud Sublime, and Badee al Oud Sublime is a cocktail, a juicy sweet cocktail. This fragrance, oh, it's so sad that I hardly ever wear this fragrance. Is very sweet and juicy. This is the juiciest fragrance that I have on the shelf. This fragrance has apples. This fragrance is a fruity cocktail. This is a compounded fruity cocktail, very sweet, very juicy. If you're looking for a juicy, sweet, sexy cocktail fragrance, then this is your best bet. Very sweet, very juicy. I love it. This is one of my favorite fragrances from the Badee al Oud series or from the Badee al Oud line, and somehow I almost never wear this fragrance. It's such a shame because I almost just feel like, where will I wear it to? This is one of the fragrances that I really love, but I almost never have where to wear this fragrance to. It's lovely, it's juicy. However, this fragrance is not long lasting, but for what it is and the thrill that it gives you is definitely worth it. This one is an 8.7 over 10 because every other thing is matching. It's giving me that, beachy vibes. The only thing that I feel that they may do a little bit more better is longevity, but I can handle it, right? It's a very beautiful fragrance, and it's an 8.7 over 10. This is the Badee al Oud Amethyst. So this is a rosy fragrance. So this is a warm, spicy floral scent with some roses in here. This is said to be a dupe of Initials Atomic Bows by Initials. This, in the initial spray, I get gasoline, which is very annoying, extremely annoying. But in the dry down, think this is my worst fragrance from the Badee al Oud line. When I first got it, I really hated it. But then my sister also got this fragrance and she would layer it with other fragrances and it would always come out really nicely. But I would say that this fragrance on its own is a no for me. I just started wearing it not long ago. It's a very big no for me. I think it dries down into a beautiful fragrance. However, I don't always have the patience to wait until it dries down into that sweet, subtle fragrance that a lot of you like. This first or the initial spray that I get from this is gasoline, and I can't even imagine myself walking around smelling like gasoline. So yeah, I think this fragrance, when you leave it on the shelf or let it dry down, it smells or just turns into a very sexy, sweet, rosy scent. However, I am not a fan of this. But for what it's worth, it's super long lasting. It projects really well, but I just don't like how it smells. So yeah, for what I think it does with longevity and sillage and in the dry down, I'll give this a 6.5 over 10. I don't like it personally, but it is an amazing fragrance for a lot of you guys. And I've had this in my collection for 8 to 9 months now, so I'll say that I've really tried to give it a chance. I'm going to continue keeping it in my collection. I know, let's just see how it turns. I didn't like it in the beginning, but now I think I can cope a little bit. I'm beginning to use it. I'm not forcing myself to like it. I'm just taking it at my own pace, one step at a time. It never used to be my favorite. It's still not my favorite. However, I think I am building up little by little and learning how to layer this with other fragrances that give me something that I love. And funny thing is, I've actually gotten compliments using this or layering this with something. So yeah, 6.5 over 10. It actually does dry down into something very beautiful or something very beautifully. I just do not have the patience to wait until this dries down into that beautiful rosy or jammy rose that a lot of you smell. Even though I get it, I just don't have the patience to always wait for this to dry down into that subtle thing that a lot of you guys get. So my rating is a 6.5 over 10. This is Soft by Al-rehab. This is a perfect combination of vanilla, citruses, just a little ounce of oud in there. This is a very sweet vanilla, musky, citrusy scent. Super long lasting, lingers in the air for long, and it is amazing. This is one of my favorite scents of all time. I think this is my third bottle, and I think at some point I had to stop because it was growing on me, and then I just stopped using it. For every time that I wear this is one fragrance that I wore. There's a time that I used to go and sell oil perfumes actually, and then I used to sell this in the oil as well. And there was a time that I wore this particularly to go and sell, and everyone insisted that I gave them this particular one because it's super long lasting and it really lingers in the air for long. If I'm going to rate this, it's another 10 over 10 for me. I love the fresh, clean, sweet feeling that I get from here, and I love how it's giving me that very feminine energy every time that I wear this. But I'll tell you that a man can also pull off with this fragrance. These are the kind of fragrances that my boyfriend gravitates towards. So yeah, men also like fragrances like this. So with that being said, this is all for the video. I have other fragrances that I'll be rating, but I think the video is getting a little bit too long, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. If you've come this far, thank you so much. You are the real OG. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your favorite fragrance. And also let me know your fragrance of the day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Oh shit.